Caucus, excellent party time. What about it? What about it? I should maybe be recording at the same time. Oh, Mr. Bus. So tight, so narrow. I'm a bus. You can just get the fig Newtons out of my way. Brah? These Jablonskis trying to enjoy their lives. Fools. Get the Christmas from McDonald's out of the way, bro. Yeah, whatever you're fucking locked into Googling right now. Oh, where is the thing that I'm looking for that I'm right next to? Everybody get the Christmas candlelists out of my way. Holy Shinto shrines later. So, oh yeah, right, I forgot to mention I'm on ultra wide right now. So we're ultra widening our view. Hopefully this is the best, because I do like the idea of it being the most first-person-y. A first-person driving simulator. That's what you are, quote-unquote, playing. I saw some guy, fuck, this fucking car needs to heat up, dog. Transmission fluid's all cold. Doesn't want to switch gears. I really gotta flush that. I was watching this guy do like history. He's a fucking rad dude. I want to say right out the gate. He did like history. He was like tips for time traveling to medieval whatever, ancient dickities. And he's like, he's like, you're watching this because you've obviously come upon a time traveling machine. He sounds exactly like Louis C.K. as well, which is makes it even better. And he's like, yeah, so you've stumbled upon a time traveling machine. And you want to know what's like, what to do if you want to go back to the medieval times. And then so he goes on, yada yada, and he like frames it like you're a character, right? Like you're a thing that's gonna go back, and you're you, and how would you interact with the homies back then? And he's like, first of all, you need to get a lot of shots, etc., etc. And then, of course, he's lost the anti-vaxxer crowd. Am I right? Shots. Oh, I don't poison my body even if I'm going back in time, brah. Well, that girl's like, that guy's an idiot. She just saw the camera for sure. Whatchamacallit, yeah, and so he framed the whole thing like you're, like he, you know, and there I was, eating it up. I watched the entire thing. There was no fast cutting, it was just like a fucking dude who obviously gives a shit about medieval times, which is, you know, questionable, but, it's his business. You know what I mean? Yes, look at this guy fucking running. Do it, bro. He's killing it. Guy's fucking jacked, too. See those calves? See those quads? Dude is like, I got it done. Okay? I finger my wife twice a year. The rest of the time I'm working out. It was a very novel concept. I was like curious. It was like very interesting to me. I mean, everybody was bitching about, or like everybody was like, oh, there's no like super fast cutting and all that stuff. But it really was, you know, it was a breath of fresh air, I must say. And then the people were like, oh, except for the comments suck because they're all revolving around how great this guy not cutting shit up is. And you know what? Those comments were dead to rights. Look at this guy running outside. Why didn't I do that before I left? I'll tell you why, because I'm fucking useless. Dude, all I had to do was go for a run. And so I danced for like 3 minutes until I almost had a heart attack. And I was like, oh, I can't. Gigi D'Agostino. I was fucking shuffle dancing. My neighbors are like the people who live in the place who can hear through the walls that are so thin. They must think I'm some kind of special fucking commodity, dude. This guy's shuffle dancing again. 40-year-old loser. Trying to be a hot young 20-something? Damn right. In my dreams. Those chicks are fucking smoke shows, dude. All of them. Their only drawback is those rough, calloused feet they must all be sporting. From shuffling so much. It was a very novel approach, that guy's history thing. It gave food for thought. And it was like, maybe some long-form content is desperately required for people to even build attention spans, you know? It's like, hey, you ever thought about focusing for a few minutes? Man, I was at dinner the other night at a fucking dynamite Chinese place. I mean, it was a little bit like white Chinese food, which I wasn't super fond of, but my buddy was obviously eating up, Brennan. He was all about it, like ginger beef, you know, like I tend to shy away from that. It's like, is that even Asian, motherfucking ginger beef? Or is it just something they feed white people? You know, like that's my theory. And Brennan seems to not give a shit because he's whiter than milk toast. And, but it was like, yeah, I don't know. But then there was a bunch, dude, this guy that worked there, and he was like pretty, like a well-built, like older Chinese guy. And it's like, this guy must have done fucking kung fu and just made dumplings his whole life. And it's like, dog, you're killing it. Those dumplings were so fucking good. It makes me realize that the world really just needs to be, like, everyone should just work in restaurants. You know, I don't think that it's responsible to do anything else. I mean, maybe healthcare as well. But, like, it should just be healthcare, restaurants, yeah, maybe a gun range or two, you know? But everybody should work in the same fucking places. There should be actually nothing else going on. There should just be people keeping the fucking electricity up. You know, maybe there's room for some movies. But I think if your life didn't suck, you wouldn't need movies, you know? If your life kicked fucking dicks all the time, you'd be like, fuck these movies, dude. Mostly because you'd know these are just actors pretending to be a spy. Like, that's not a spy, dog. You know, he doesn't even know. He's way out of his element, too. It's like he got into a fight. He's not been in a fight. He's a fucking... He gets protected by everyone in a film studio, you know? He's not allowed to, you know, be damaged. Like, there would be massive liability if such a thing occurred. You know, and then you get the fucking real hardcore guys where yeah, I got into a fucking bar fight once before I started acting. And you're like, great, dude. But not all these people are playing, like, high-level gangsters and shit like that. It's like, they don't even study these motherfuckers anymore. I mean, that was what acting, I think, used to be all about. Was like, you would... you know, be an intrepid observer of life, and you'd be like, I'm curious about who gangsters are. You're like, can I hang out with you guys? You James Woods it, dude. Even though there was like that Simpsons gag. I don't know anything about James Woods except for what they show in The Simpsons, and I watched Vampires, or whatever that movie was, where he was time to kill some vampires. That fucking line. Oh my god, so funny. But then it was like the gag in Simpsons was that James Woods was, you know, always doing this like really in-depth research for all his roles, etc. And they were fucking great gags, dude. Simpsons is so good. Everyone should watch it because you're going to laugh. And, you know, like, you could try not to. And if you don't, maybe you're a little dumb. Because the jokes are pretty plain. They're extremely well crafted, you know, and you'd be a gosh darn fool not to do it. You know, gall darn fool. I'll even go so far. Man, mother, father. Kelsa's supposed to... that fucking loser is supposed to be working on material with me right now, and instead I'm going to JJB to meet up with some coworkers, or former coworkers. We're going to reminisce about what it was like to get coffee and earn more money than we're ever supposed to, than the man ever wants us to. Make sure that Will Fitzpatrick's credit remains shit. Curses! How did he get so much money? That was... Everybody hates when I get money. Which is a pretty strong incentive to acquire it, I gotta say. You know, when no one gave a fuck, then I was like, whatever. But then as soon as people started being like, I don't think Will Fitzpatrick should have money, and then it's like, man, time to hit the pavement, brah. Time to get fucking shit done. Speaking of pavement, I should probably start barking. I mean, I've definitely reached that age where it's like I can just, really upset people. And it almost impacts me not at all. Like, it's like I don't know what that is or what you call that. But, just like an asshole, maybe, is the term for it. That medieval shit was a novel way to present that information, I'll tell you what. It drew me in because it was like, and it's fucking informative. Like, you were learning how those old losers would operate. But it seems like, even after listening to that, it seems like medieval times was a fucking nightmare as well. It's like you could never escape what a, nightmarishly restrictive place the world is. And the only way to do that is to cut off the actors. Cut off all the industries that are like just sopping up money that just does nothing for anybody. You're actually taking away. I watched this giant thing on Rent from this British kid that went on about it for, I would argue, too long, but I guess he gets more money if he does, and he did it really well. And that fucking asshole is like really skilled at drawing shit out, which annoys me. But regardless, kudos to him. And he was educating the shit out of me about rent, about economic rent. Yeah, economic rent. It was like things that cost money that have no value in return. You know what I mean? Like, you're paying not for something to happen, you're just paying because somebody owns. The best analogy he came up with was, it was like an old homie way back in the day owned a drawbridge, and if a ship wanted to, it was a chain or whatever, but if a ship wants to go through the passage, they got to pay buddy to open up the chain or the bridge or whatever it is, right? And it's like, that's how he gets his income, is just from keeping this fucking bridge closed or chain closed. And it's fucking useless. It's like, why is anyone giving this guy? They should just get on shore and kill him. Take his fucking chain and break it. But they don't, because they're like, whatever, and they're humans, and they're respectable people. They're not a fucking school shooter, and then so. But, that's a place where school shooters should definitely start to, bring their talents. It's like, why the school? There's no point in going there. It's like, go to some, find the CEOs and shit like that. It's like, if you're going to be about that, if you're going to be a lunatic, it's like, go be a lunatic, where it might make a difference. Go start whacking, go into corporations and shit like that. But you're too much of a fucking coward, so you gotta go kill kids. It's wild, dude. It's wild with the kid killing. It's like, go fuck yourself, bro. Just because you acknowledge that it's like, this is the worst thing? What's the thing I could do that would upset the most people? It's like, people are getting their fucking rocks off on, just because people give a shit about kids. And it's like, you know what? Everyone could learn from this and just stop caring about children. And then school shooters would migrate. They'd be like, oh, you know what people really care about is business equity. And if you fucking bitched and moaned about not getting enough profit from whatever shitty investments you made, maybe the school shooters would, they'd change their targets. They'd go and pick off, they'd be like, the Lehman Brothers? Let's put a fucking end to them for sure. Not kids. That's what you want to. That's how you want to go out, shooting defenseless little things. Or even on all that shit, the mosque shootings and stuff like that. It's like, dog, these people don't have guns. It's like, you're a pathetic loser. Go fucking. Go to the Middle East. If you're so inclined, it's like, why don't you go rip shit up in the Middle East? Because A, it would take effort. B, you have no ability to engage targets that can shoot back. And anytime you do, the cops smoke these homies every time. It's like, dude, be fucking baller to be a cop. When that stuff's going on, that whatever, that Florida shit aside. Oh, that was a bad look. The police, that big fat fuck running away. Man, that's not what you want to be doing. Just get back, guys. Kids are dying, and oh man, was that ever rough to watch. Just get back. It's not safe. Let the kids get executed. Bro. Wonder how much of this content will be fucking nixed. Curious. I'll make a big... That's the thing. I'll become one of those guys that just gets entrenched with YouTube and just starts bitching endlessly. Gee, you know, because you wouldn't upload my thing. I can't wait. I'm gonna be the biggest bitch. Big shots. Toyo Sushi. Where's that goddamn JGB? Where am I? Oh, I'm close. Why is there so much traffic on this shitty road? You know, everybody should not be here. What? Everyone's gonna, you know, what are they doing? Where are you going? You going to Quitlam Mall? Take the long way. Fuck. You know? What the? Chad tie? Was it Chad tie? Chad tie? This guy. Disastrous. Where's the yay? Yay bean. Oh, I have gone and done it, friends. Oh, okay. No one take a left. How about that? Oh, you know what? Actually, I kind of need to take a left. I'll be that guy. Sun Given Foods. Yeah, school shooters. Pro tip: switch your targets. Go after Big Daddy Corp. Okay? Or if you feel so motivated, it's the government. Carlton. Oh, I'm really getting out of my element. I gotta fucking waves. Feel like I'm in the zone, in the pocket of where I might want to be. Oh, getting scared though. Madison is what I need. Yeah. Where's the yeah? Ah, the yeah. I see you now. And it's time for me to take a left and fuck all these people over. No, now I gotta not take a left. Oh, you know what? I might be able to just pull the old Yuski. Bye, bros. Hell yeah. Is this parking right here? Shinto shrines. I can't get in there. But I can get in here. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, fucking yeah, buddy. Okay, nobody fuck with me. I'm perking my care. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. Okay. That's the end of that.